Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 17 of the chapter linear equations in one variable. In this part 17, we will continue solving the questions of the exercise 2.2. We have solved till question number 12 in our previous sessions 16, 15. So in this section, in this part 17, we will start from the question number 13 onwards. In question number 13, a rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. Then what is the number? Students, here again we need to assume the rational number with some variable. So let us assume the variable as, I can take some letter k or whatever the variable that we wish. Now when this variable k is multiplied gives us (5 by 2), the product k into 5 by 2, and when this product is added to 2 by 3 gives you minus 7 by 12. So this is the equation that they have asked us to form first. After forming this k into 5 by 2 is 5 times k by 2 plus 2 upon 3 means addend 2 by 3 equals to minus 7 by 12. Now this addend is transposed the other side of equality, becomes subtrahend. So this 5 times k by 2 is minus 7 by 12 minus 2 by 3. Now we shall simplify this. Continuing further, 5 times k by 2 equals to minus 7 by 12 minus 2 by 3, LCM is 12. So minus 7 comes as it is, minus 3 in 12 for 4 times, this 2 multiplied by 4 gives you minus 8. So minus 7 minus 8 is minus 15 by 12. On simplification of this further, minus 5 by 4. So 3 5s are 15, 3 4s are 12. On cancellation we got minus 5 by 4. And in left hand side this 5k by 2 remains as it is. Now we will transpose apart from the variable k this multiplicand 5, this divisor 2. So keeping only variable in left hand side, when we transpose, this divisor will become multiplicand, this multiplicand will become the divisor. That is what we say 5 by 2, if it is transposed the other side it becomes reciprocal 2 by 5. So now on simplification, that is on cancellation, 5 ones are, in fact minus 1 comes here, 2 ones are 2, 2s are 4, it gives you minus 1 upon 2. So 1 ones are 1 with a negation sign, 2 ones are 2, you get the conclusion is therefore the rational number is minus half. So this is how we do conclude. Now coming to the question number 14, very important question. 14, go through the question first. Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of the denominations rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 respectively, and they gave you ratio of the number of these notes. The moment you see ratio, always go for assumption of ratio constant. So let us assume that the ratio constant is so if I am assuming ratio constant, let's say I'll assume ratio constant as L. What does it give? It gives me the number of notes of rupees 100, the number of notes of rupees 50 and the number of notes of rupees 10. So as they said, 100 rupee notes are in the ratio 2. From the ratio constant L, 2L will be the number of 100 rupee notes. Number of 50 rupees notes will be 3L. Number of 10 rupee notes will be 5L. So we know the number of notes now, and further the total cash with Lakshmi is rupees 4 lakh. Therefore, the amount in the denomination of rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 are 100 rupees in 2L number. That means their product gives you amount in the form of rupees 100, that is 200L rupees. Next, 50 rupees and number of notes in 3L, their product gives you rupees 150L, which is in the denomination 50, and 10 rupee notes of the number 5L, their product gives you the money in the form of 10 rupee notes, that is 50L. Now these total money, continuing further, the total money, the total amount is rupees 4 lakh. Therefore 200L plus 150L plus 50L should be equal to this 4 lakh. So the sum of these 3 like terms is 400. L equals to 4 lakh. So L equals to 400, which is a multiplicand here, transposed in right hand side becomes divisor. On simplification, you will get 1000 as the L value, that is ratio constant value. So with this we can say, therefore the number of notes of rupees 100, as we have here 2 times L, that means we get 2 times of 1000, which means 2000 notes of 100 rupees are there. Similarly, the number of notes of rupees 50, 3 times L we have, that means 3 times of 1000 gives you 3000 notes of rupees 50, and the number of notes of rupees 10 we have 5 times L, that is 5 times 1000, there are 5000 notes of rupees 10. This is how we conclude. Now coming to the question number 15. I have a total of rupees 300 in coins of denominations rupee 1, rupees 2, rupees 5. The number of rupees 2 coins is 3 times the number of rupees 5 coins. The total number of coins is 160. How many coins of each denomination are with me? So in this riddle, first we use this sentence which says that the number of rupees 2 coins is 3 times the number of rupees 5 coins, where that sentence clearly shows that number of 2 rupees coins is depending on the number of coins of 5 rupees. So let us assume that the number of rupees 5 coins as X. So if I assume, then I'll have the number of rupees 2 coins being 3 times of that X, and next I will use this sentence, the total number of coins as 160. With that I can say the number of 1 rupee coins will be from 160. If I subtract the sum of this X and 3X, which is giving the number of coins of 5 rupees and 2 rupees together. So this gives me 160 minus 4x, which is the number of coins of 1 rupee. Now, but it is given that the total money as rupees 300. That means 1 rupee into number of coins of 1 rupee plus 2 rupees into number of coins of 3 rupees plus 5 rupees into number of coins of 5 rupees put together form a 300. Now continuing further, here after removing bracket we get 160 minus 4, this is 4x, minus 4x plus 2 3s are 6x plus 5 into x, 5x equals to 300. Then in this 160 minus 4x plus 6x plus 5x equals to 300. These are like terms. On simplification of them, we will get plus 7x, where 6x plus 5x is 11x. 11x minus 4x is plus 7x equals to 300. This 160 which is addend, transpose that side, becomes subtrahend, and the difference gives you 140. Therefore 7x equals to 140, x equals to 140 divided by 7, where 7 is a multiplicand here, comes and divides here. So 140 divided by 7 is 20. Therefore the ratio, what you can say, this x value, that variable value, we got 20, which tells us the number of rupees 5 coins is 20. The number of rupees 2 coins is 3 times of 20 is nothing but 60, and the number of rupee 1 coins is 160 minus 4 times of 20, which nothing but 160 minus 80 gives 80. So this is the conclusion of this question. Now coming to the question number 16th. In question number 16th, we have the organizers of an essay competition decides that a winner in the competition gets a prize of rupees 100 and a participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. See students, in this question the total prize money distributed is given and the total number of winners we need to find the total number of winners if the total number of participants is 63. So in this question number 16, first let us assume that the number of winners as variable, some variable I have taken x only. So if I assume that the total number of winners as x, then coming to the number of, therefore number of participants who did not win, that I can say now. How many? Out of 63 minus x, that is winners. If I take away from the total number of participants, who did not win will come. Now the total prize money distributed among 63 participants is rupees 3000, which means we have 100 rupees given to winners X, to each winner X gives me the money distributed among winners rupees 25 distributed among rest of the participants who did not win will give me the money distributed among those at 25 rupees per person, whose sum gives you the total money distributed. So 100x plus 25 into 63. So 25 is distributed on the difference of 63 and x. This is distributive property, multiplication over subtraction. So plus into minus minus. So 25 into x equals to 3000. You know 100x minus 25x are like terms, plus 63 into 25 equals to 3000. This 100x minus 25x is 75x, plus 63, 25 when they are multiplied, the product is 1575 equals to 3000. Now this addend, if it comes this side, becomes subtrahend. So 1575 subtracted from 3000 gives you 1425, which is 7x. Now 7x, 7 is a multiplicand. Is it 7x or 75x? It's a 75. This 75, which is a multiplicand, if it goes that side, it does the division. So 1425 divided by 75. Therefore x equals to 19. That means we will write conclusion. Let me write the conclusion here. Therefore the number of winners is 19. So with this we will conclude. So students, with this I have completed exercise 2.2, and we will start some more applications from our, or we will solve next topic of this chapter in our next session. Till then, take care of yourself. Jai Hind. Thank you.